welcome to Spotlight on Education. I'm Dr. Jon Kopko, Superintendent of the East Brunswick Public Schools, and your host for the program. Today I'm in the studio with Dr. JoAnn Magistro, who is our Assistant Superintendent of Schools in the school system. And JoAnn has really a variety and a wide array of responsibilities here in East Brunswick. But today we're going to concentrate just on one, and that's the area of extracurricular activities. And JoAnn, I'm wondering if we could begin by you providing for our audience really the definition of what an extracurricular activity is.
Well, it's really an approved, organized student activity which lies outside a student's routine of regular classes. It can be offered before school, after school, or even on the weekends. Our extracurricular activities support our educational goals and really are an extension of our curriculum.
And what is the process that one really implements to go about initiating a new extracurricular activity in the district?
Well, any suggestions for clubs and activities are accepted from staff, students, community. The person that wishes to begin a club or an activity needs to just jot down in writing what the purpose of the activity is and to which curricular area that activity is related. Once it's presented and reviewed at the building level point, it then comes to central office, which, as you know, we review and prepare it for a recommendation to the Board of Education. All clubs and activities require Board of Ed approval.
And at what grade level do students actually begin participating and becoming involved in extracurricular activities?
Student activities begin early in the elementary years and continue right up through our high school.
What are some of those activities that actually take place in our elementary schools?
Well, it really depends on the school. Musical offerings of chorus, beginner's band, and beginner's orchestra starts at the elementary level, goes to the junior high, the middle school, junior high, and right up to the high school. And that's available at all our schools. Each elementary school also has a student council, a safety patrol, intramural sports, and some have audiovisual clubs, yearbooks. Once again, interest really depends on what's offered at the various schools. We also offer at the elementary level a computer club, a puppet club, a literary club, and even a video newsmaker club, which is very similar to what we're doing here in the studio today.
What about at Hammershield Middle School and also Churchill Junior High School?
Once again, the music offerings continue in the area of chorus, band, and orchestra at those levels. Both schools also offer an intramural program, which, as you know, Dr. Kopko, gives an opportunity for students who may not have an interest or are of the age level to compete in interscholastic sports. And in that area, we have such things as fitness, soccer, softball, basketball, volleyball, and numerous other kinds of things that the students really decide on what their interests are, and intramurals takes off from there. Other activities offered at Hammershield and Churchill are drama, international club, peer tutoring, which is an opportunity for students to help each other study. We have also yearbooks, school newspapers, school stores. In addition, there are clubs and activities which begin at Churchill level that continue and go on to the high school. And there we're talking about Students Against Dangerous Decisions, which is our SAD group, deals with drug and alcohol issues, Future Homemakers of America. As you well know, one of our students is a national officer in that group at the high school level. And we also begin our look at competition. We have a science and Olympiad team at Churchill, and we have additional teams, academic teams, as the high school as well. We also begin a Natural Helpers program at Churchill, which is a program where students select other students who they feel are the kinds of resource people that children generate to when they have a problem. And they are taken and given training by our student assistants and counseling staff so that when children come and students come to them for help, they will know how to generate these kids or point them in the right direction to where they can get help for their problems. And that's been a very worthwhile group.
Finally, what else is available at East Brunswick High School?
Well, at the high school, once again, many of the things that we offer continue up into the high school. We also have in the music area, we have concert band, wind ensemble, jazz ensemble, marching band, and musicians club. In the publication area, we have folio, we have the school newspaper, which is the Clarion, In the foreign language area, we have many foreign language clubs there. We have Spanish, French, German, Italian, and Latin. We also have honor societies. We have the National Honor Society. We have the Art Honor Society. We have French, German, and Spanish honor societies. And in our government area, we have our student council and our class councils. There are councils for each of our 10, 11, and 12th grade classes. We have Junior Statesmen of America, which is a social studies a group, a national chapter of a national group. And we have Mock Trial Club, Model UN, Model Congress, and as you know, those activities really generate a lot of competition and awards for our students.
Well, we're fortunate today to have some tapes of some of these activities. Could you tell us what activities we'll be seeing and what schools they come from?
We're going to see 3 student council meetings. One at Bauman Row with advisor Kristen Pashar, one at Churchill Junior High School with advisor Alan Brodman, and we're going to go at the high school to see advisor Scott Bennett. I think the best part of all these student council activities that you'll see is the real commitment students have to helping others, and I think you'll enjoy watching that. We'll also see students at Churchill Junior High School working on the yearbook under the direction of Laura Deo, and members of the East Brunswick High School Drama Club rehearsing for their production of Witness for the Prosecution. Ginger Bird and Dan Moran are the co-advisors of the Drama Club. In addition, we will see 3 other clubs in action, which I'll discuss as we're watching that tape.
Great. Let's take a look at those tapes now.
Calling the meeting to order. Can I have the treasurer's report?
Okay, we have $140.01.
Can I have the treasurer's minutes, please?
Okay, last time we were talking about the cookie sale and the food drive and the toy drive for the kids down in Florida about the hurricane.
All right, yeah, I want to go over the toy drive and the food drive.
Are we gonna have to group the toys by age, or do we just give them
The
out?
toys the guy takes. He takes.
Yes, we are supposed to group them by age, but if we don't get enough toys, we're not going to have to worry about age levels. If we get a couple of hundred games or toys, that would be great.
We can also have this thing where you like sort of adopt like a person at a old people's home, like a retired home, and we can write letters to them and give them things on like their birthday, and maybe like
Might be an extra grandchild or
yeah,
something.
like once a year, maybe like once every couple of months we can visit them, or maybe.
That's a very good idea, but then we have to worry about transportation.
Yeah. There's one in New Brunswick, I think.
Yeah, there's one on the outside of New Brunswick, and there's one by Route 1. That's a very good idea. If we could, we need to work on the specifics of that a little bit better, but that's a good idea because
go to the people who are like
make them
old.
very happy.
Yeah.
Maybe we can make, what's it called? Pencil holders out of tin cans. Put colored paper on them.
That's a good idea. Joe?
This is Hammershoal Middle School, and the first is the fitness club with advisor Steve Prevell. The fitness club is part of our intramural activity program. As you can see, students have fun while they're exercising and enhancing their physical fitness.
Nice and slow, control the weight. All right, good job.
Next is the Study for Success Club. This club meets 3 days every week and provides students with the opportunity to do their homework and sharpen their study skills. Leslie Schoen, the advisor, is always on hand to assist the students with any questions they may have. This is the Peer Tutoring Club, which also meets 3 times a week with advisor Dana Zambicki. One of the basic tenets of education is that we learn best and remember most when we teach someone else, and this club gives students the opportunity to teach each other while they are learning.
Okay, we have the photo staff over here working. What I'd like the photo staff to do is to go through each of the pictures and decide if they like the picture, to put it in the yes pile, if they are not sure about the picture, to put it in the maybe pile, and if it needs to be scrapped, the no pile. Eric, you've been coordinating the photo staff. Please continue to do that. We have a deadline, so I would like you to work as well and as quickly as you can. Okay. Over here, layout and copy, we're going to combine that today. Here we've got some pop art that we're going to be making a decision on whether to use in the yearbook. Most importantly, where we're going to put the pop art in the yearbook. Okay, so let's take a look at the layouts, take a look at different areas where we can put some of these art pieces and brainstorm a little bit. Okay? This is another one. Here's some more pop art. Now,
Isn't this the same thing?
this is the cover that has been drafted up. Okay. This is exactly camera ready how the cover will look with these colors. This has finally been handed in with our approval. So if you can imagine the different shadings of purple in here with this pop art. Which ones do you like? If you had to choose two.
And that one, because they're like the most.
Okay. Now remember, if we're going to put blotches of pop art in here, you may want to pick one more so that you can break it up a bit. Do we just have one more?
This is really.
Yeah, that.
Now you want just like the black color? Oh, thanks. I like that.
Yes, okay, good.
That was a definite yes? Yeah.
Everyone said yes.
No.
No. One person. No.
No.
2 yeses to 1 maybe to 2 no's.
Maybe.
2 maybes.
in the maybes.
It was two-
This is a no, right?
Amanda? What about like seniors and stuff? Like going
Senior
to
citizens?
That could be an idea. That would be an idea, but I think we want to like do a kind of thing like kids helping kids.
Maybe the senior citizen idea could be used like further into the school year, but this is, we want to do something for the, like especially for the winter holidays, maybe with toys.
Probably in a local area also. So that's why Salvation Army, they go around here. You go to a hospital that's around here or something. You know, somewhere more local than.
Right?
Well, why don't we just like the hospital thing sounds pretty good. I mean, if we can't get out of school or something like one Saturday, like isn't that bad? Or like we could like once a month go to the hospital and kind of like.
I think it's a good idea also to go to the hospital because, you know, you're more able to know that, like where your toys are going, you know, and it's probably better, it's more motivation for us to be able to bring the toys to the hospital rather than to just, you know, send them off to like the Salvation Army and let them handle it from there.
But would it be okay with everybody if we couldn't do it on a school day, if we could organize it?
Yeah. Or even after school.
After school, it's not going definitely on school time.
We'd have to do it. We'd have to have a committee do it. We couldn't have the whole student council or the whole school. Set up a committee. Also, maybe I know that try to get people that aren't in the student council, maybe put one or two, or try to like put up a. This is a far out idea, but try to put up a sign-up sheet for people who would want to do this type thing.
I think what we need to do at this point is do some research into where the best place to take the toys would be. Maybe it is St. Peter's. Maybe they have a facility for us to get it to people who are in need, okay, or Robert Wood Johnson, or maybe there's another vehicle for us to use. But I think we need to do some research into that. I think the idea is real good, but I think we need to find out some information before we decide where.
That is so, is it not? He was at home with you at 9:30.
Is that what he told you?
Isn't it? I'm sorry.
That he was home with me at 9:30?
Isn't it true?
But of course.
All right, but even bigger. It's like, what? Like, Patty, you're not saying what, but you're thinking, and your whole body is like, now what? All right, so you did it a little bit. You did it like if we're in the class for drama. You did it like we're in that little room. Unfortunately,
Dan, nothing for you to do. You're still sitting there holding the book. What else do people do when they're confused? Right. What can you do with your glasses? Take them off, put them on. What do you do with your hair? What do I do with my hair all the time? I'm always doing this. I'm always confused, right? You go like that, right? You do this. People do this all the time. They don't do this. That's like they do this. They hold their hair for a second, right? So do that stuff. You're sitting there like...
Go like this, that's what I do.
Yeah, you wipe your nose. All right, so, come on up,
again, Marcia. Obviously, it's not you.
Mr. Vole, however, tells us he has an absolute alibi for this time, since he was at home with you at 9:30. That is so, is it not? He was home with you at 9:30.
Is that what he told you? That he was home with me at 9:30?
Isn't it true?
But of course.
Possibly the police have already questioned you on this point.
Yes, they came to see me yesterday evening.
And you said?
I said, Leonard came home at 9:25 and did not go out again.
Okay, that's fine, Patty, but is the audience going to see this? No. So when you're going like, oh, I don't believe this, it's got to be...
You can look out to the audience.
A little bit more dramatic. All right?
And just do something. You can do this with your hair now or something. He didn't do it. He just took off his glasses, which is fine. I don't want you both doing the same thing.
Right, you were mirroring each other when you both went like,
You both went like
this, and you went like this. It's like, oh, let's look at the mirror. So just be careful about that. So you understand how this is not going to play well out there. Exaggerated gestures.
I said that Leonard came home at 9:25 and did not go out again.
You said... Okay.
Well, that was right, was it not?
What do you mean by that, Mrs. Vole?
Well, that is what Leonard wants me to say, is it not?
It is the truth. You just said so right now.
Well, I have to understand, to be sure. If I say yes, it is so. Leonard was home with me in the apartment at 9:30. Will they acquit him? Will they let him go?
If you're both speaking the truth, then they'll have to acquit him.
But when I said that to the police, I do not think they believed me.
The first topic we have today is Thanksgiving. We're collecting money for Hand in Hand, that organization, and we have to know if Tootsie's group has prepared for the second day of collection. Do you have envelopes? Are you going to give them another envelope? Or?
We have. They're both for the same day, aren't they?
Yeah, no, what's gonna happen is did you guys see the letter that went out to all the homerooms? There's a letter that went out to all the, I'm gonna give it to you guys. There's a letter that went out to all the homerooms that's going to be in the envelopes. And we're going to put the letter, it's going to be collected by the aides, like all the money's going to be collected by the aides, but the envelope and that note is going to stay. It's going to go back into the teachers' boxes. And what I think is going to happen is Eric and I are going to put the envelopes back into the mailboxes so they can receive them the next day also.
Okay, the faculty tea is the next topic on our agenda. I'm gonna type up an invitation that we can, it's on December 15th, so we have a little time. I'm gonna make up an invitation that we can put into the teacher's mailbox just to let them know it's coming up so they don't plan anything. But we do need somebody that is willing to buy decorations for...
I'll do that, and then I'll get part of the school spirit committee to help. We'll set it up that day.
Okay, that's good.
And I also, by the way, spoke to the chorus, and they will sing. We spoke to the advisor and the chorus officers, and they will sing. So now the only thing left is we have to ask the kitchen if they will make the cakes.
We certainly do have a wide variety of options available to our students. How does participation in extracurricular activities benefit them?
I think there are many, many benefits. I think today, through this taping, we've seen social benefits, physical benefits, certainly benefits to a child's self-esteem. I think even other things that are involved here are opportunities that students wouldn't otherwise have. Our academic team, for instance, has traveled all over the United States. We've been to Kentucky, Orlando, Florida. Presently, they're first in the Battle of Brilliance out of 60 schools, and we'll be going to Chicago in the spring. We've had many other clubs who have competed, traveling all over the United States. It gives students an opportunity to take advantage of the cultural opportunities in New York and Pennsylvania that they might not otherwise have. And I think even more important, it gives them an opportunity, as you can see in so many of the film strips today, to look at helping others, both in the communities and around the world. One thing that I think is very impressive and current is the fact that our future business leaders of America conducted a food drive in which they collected 30 cases of food and prepared 5 dinners for Thanksgiving Day dinners for East Brunswick families that were needy. And I certainly think that's an important activity.
As a former guidance counselor here in East Brunswick, do you think that participation in extracurricular activities enhances a student's prospects for college admission?
Very much so. In fact, I remember back when I was a college counselor and talking with a Princeton representative as to why one of our students was not accepted, and was informed that many students that apply are valedictorians and are high academic achievers, and they're looking for that little bit of difference. What other things has a child done to in their education? Also, I think that especially the selective schools are looking for students who are very selective in their extracurricular activities. They're looking for students who are not developing a laundry list of activities, but are committed to getting involved and working with activities in school. I think they see a close correlation between a child who is committed here at their high school level and one that's committed to the college campus, and that's important to them.
Well, JoAnn, I'd like to thank you very much for being with us today and for sharing with our viewers this very, very important part of our total school program here in East Brunswick. And I think I'd really be remiss if I didn't mention the dedication of all of the advisors that work with the children of all age levels in the district. To the audience, I'd like to say thank you very much for watching, and hope you'll be with us again next month when my guest will be Dr. Kenneth Burnett. Ken is retiring after almost 40 years here in East Brunswick, and he certainly had a distinguished career, and he'll be sharing with us some of his thoughts on how he's seen the school district develop over the years. Finally, on behalf of the Board of Education and the entire school system, I'd like to wish you and your family a very happy, safe, and enjoyable holiday season and a very prosperous new year.